Welcome back to Learn English with Stories 365. Are you just starting your English journey and wondering how to learn faster and more naturally? Here's a secret. The key to mastering English lies in one powerful skill: listening. Think about it. How do babies learn their first language? They listen. Listening lays the foundation for understanding grammar, perfecting pronunciation, and connecting with the world of English speakers. In this video, we'll uncover why listening is your superpower for learning English. From picking up accents to understanding cultural nuances and even speeding up how your brain processes English, get ready to transform the way you learn. So grab your headphones and let's dive into the world of English through listening. Let's make this journey not just effective but exciting. And don't forget, if you're ready to supercharge your English learning journey, hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community here on Learn English with Stories 365. But wait, there's more. Join our Facebook group of English learners from around the world, where we share tips, stories, and motivation to help each other succeed. It's the perfect place to practice, connect, and grow together. Let's make learning English fun and inspiring. Subscribe now and be part of our global family. 1. The foundation of language learning. Today, we're diving deep into the amazing power of listening in English learning. It's the secret ingredient, the hidden gem, that can unlock a world of fluency and confidence. Think about how you learned. Your first language. Did you start by reading grammar books? No way. You listened. You listened to your parents, your siblings, your friends. You soaked up the sounds, the rhythms, the melodies of your native tongue. You didn't even realize you were learning. It was just part of being a kid, exploring the world around you. And guess what? Learning English can be just as natural and intuitive. Listening is the foundation, the cornerstone, upon which we build our English skills. It's like laying the groundwork for a magnificent skyscraper. You need a strong base to support everything else. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not a baby anymore. I can't just sit around and listen all day. Well, you're right, but the principle remains the same. By actively engaging with the English language through listening, we create a natural and intuitive learning process. Imagine you're trying to understand a new culture. What's the first thing you do? You listen to the music, you watch the movies, you pay attention to how people interact. Listening gives you insights into the culture, the values, the way people think and feel. It's the same with language. Listening opens up a window into the English-speaking world, allowing you to connect with people, understand their perspectives, and appreciate the richness and diversity of the language. So whether you're a complete beginner or you've been learning English for a while, remember that listening is your secret weapon. It's the key that unlocks fluency, confidence, and a deeper understanding of the English language and culture. In the next few minutes, we'll explore how listening can help you improve your grammar, pronunciation, and even your cultural awareness. We'll also discuss how to make listening a fun and engaging part of your daily routine. So, get ready to tune in and unlock your full English potential. 2. Listening for grammar and pronunciation. Okay, let's talk about the magic of listening when it comes to grammar and pronunciation. Now, You might be thinking, how does listening help with grammar? I need to study rules, right? Well, yes, grammar rules are important, but listening provides a more natural and engaging way to learn. Imagine you're watching a movie. You hear native speakers using the present continuous tense to describe ongoing actions. She is walking down the street. They are eating dinner. You hear how articles are used. I need a pen. I have the book. You start to subconsciously absorb these patterns, and before you know it, you're using them in your own speech. It's like your ears are a grammar detective, constantly collecting clues and piecing together the puzzle of the English language. Listening helps you understand how the language flows, how words are connected, and how different grammatical structures are used in real-life conversations. And what about pronunciation? Listening is your best friend here. You hear how words are actually spoken, with all the correct sounds, stresses, and intonation. You hear the rhythm and melody of the language. Let me tell you a little story. I once knew a student who was struggling with the pronunciation of the TH sound. He would say tink instead of think and dis instead of this. But then he started watching English movies and TV shows with subtitles. He paid close attention to how native speakers pronounced those sounds, and gradually, his own pronunciation improved. Listening allows you to hear the subtle nuances of pronunciation, like the difference between long and short vowels, or the rising and falling intonation in questions. It helps you develop a natural English accent and build confidence in your speaking skills. So, the next time you're listening to English, pay close attention to the grammar and pronunciation. You might be surprised at how much you can learn just by listening. In the next segment, we'll explore how listening can help you master different accents and navigate the diverse world of English. 3. Mastering accents and contexts through listening. We've talked about how listening helps with grammar and pronunciation, and now let's dive into the exciting world of accents and contexts. The English language is incredibly diverse, with a wide range of accents from all corners of the globe. You have British English, American English, Australian English, and many more, each with its own unique charm and character. Imagine you're traveling to London. You'll encounter a different accent, different vocabulary, and even different cultural nuances. Listening to British English speakers will help you understand and navigate this new environment. You'll learn to understand their accent, pick up on local slang, and even appreciate the subtle humor that might be lost on someone unfamiliar with British English. Similarly, if you're interested in American culture, listening to American movies, TV shows and podcasts will give you a taste of American English. You'll hear the distinctive rhythm and intonation, learn common idioms and expressions, and gain a deeper understanding of American culture. But it's not just about different countries. English is spoken in countless contexts, from casual conversations with friends to formal presentations at work. Listening to a variety of English exposes you to different registers and styles of speech. You'll learn to adapt your language to different situations, whether you're chatting with a colleague, giving a presentation, or simply enjoying a friendly conversation. For example, you might notice that the tone of voice and vocabulary used in a business meeting are very different from those used in a casual conversation with friends. By listening to a variety of English, you'll develop the flexibility and adaptability to communicate effectively in any situation. So, embrace the diversity of English. Listen to different accents, explore different contexts, and become a truly versatile English speaker. In the next segment, we'll discover how listening can connect you with different cultures and enrich your understanding of the world. 4. Cultural connection through listening. We've been talking about how listening helps with grammar, pronunciation, and understanding different accents. Now let's talk about something really cool: how listening connects you with different cultures. Imagine you're watching a popular American sitcom. You hear characters using idioms like break a leg, which means good luck, or hit the road, which means leave. These idioms are part of the American cultural fabric. By listening to native speakers, you're not just learning English, you're also learning about American culture. You might also hear references to popular movies, music, and historical events. This gives you a deeper understanding of American society and helps you connect with the people and their stories. It's like getting a free cultural tour with every listening session. Let me give you another example. Let's say you're listening to a British podcast. You might hear them using words like brilliant to mean excellent or cheers to mean thank you. These are subtle differences that reflect the unique character of British English. Listening to different accents and dialects allows you to appreciate the richness and diversity of the English-speaking world. It helps you understand the nuances of different cultures and build bridges between people from different backgrounds. So the next time you're listening to English, try to go beyond just understanding the words. Pay attention to the cultural references, the idioms, and the subtle nuances of the language. You'll be surprised at how much you can learn about the world around you. In the next segment, we'll explore how listening can actually make you a faster and more efficient English learner. 5. Speeding up language processing. So far, we've talked about how listening helps with grammar, pronunciation, and understanding different cultures. Now let's talk about how listening can actually make you a faster and more efficient English learner. Imagine you're having a conversation with a friend. They're talking about their weekend plans, and you're struggling to keep up. You're trying to understand every single word, and by the time you figure out one sentence, they've already moved on to the next. It can be really frustrating, but here's the good news. Regular listening practice can help you process information faster. It's like training your brain for an English marathon. The more you listen, the better your brain gets at understanding spoken English. You start to recognize patterns, predict what people are going to say, and understand the main ideas even if you don't catch every single word. Let me give you an example. When I first started learning English, I used to watch cartoons. They're great for beginners because they're simple and fun. At first, I had to watch with subtitles, and even then, I didn't understand everything. But as I listened more and more, I started to understand more without relying on the subtitles. My brain was getting faster at processing the information. So, the next time you're listening to English, try to focus on the main ideas rather than every single word. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just keep listening, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your brain adapts. In the next segment, we'll talk about how listening can help you overcome challenges and build your confidence in English. 6. Building resilience in language learning. Learning a new language can be like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes it's smooth sailing, and other times you might feel like you're stuck in a loop. It's totally normal to feel frustrated or even want to give up sometimes. But don't worry. Listening consistently can help you build resilience and keep moving forward. Remember when I talked about feeling overwhelmed when I first started watching cartoons in English? I didn't understand everything, and sometimes I felt like giving up, but I kept at it. I listened a little bit every day, and slowly but surely, I started to understand more and more. It was like a little victory every time I understood a new word or phrase. Listening helps you get used to the sounds of English. It helps you understand that it's okay to make mistakes. It teaches you to be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress no matter how small. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. At first, you might wobble and fall, but with practice, you get better and better. You learn to balance, steer, and eventually you're riding smoothly down the street. Learning English is similar. It takes time and effort, but with consistent listening practice, you'll gradually improve and gain confidence in your abilities. So, the next time you feel frustrated or stuck, remember that you're not alone. Keep listening, keep practicing, and celebrate your progress along the way. You've got this. In the next segment, we'll talk about how listening can help you connect all your English skills. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. 7. Integrating. Listening with other skills. We've talked about how listening helps with grammar, pronunciation, and even understanding different cultures. Now let's talk about how listening connects with all your other English skills. Speaking, reading, and writing. It's like a big puzzle, and listening is one of the most important pieces. When you listen, you're constantly learning new vocabulary and grammar. You hear how words are used in context, which helps you understand their meaning and how to use them correctly in your own speech. For example, you might hear someone say, "I'm looking forward to seeing you." You learn that "looking forward to" is a common phrase used to express excitement about something in the future. Listening also improves your pronunciation. You hear how native speakers pronounce words and phrases, which helps you develop a more natural and fluent accent. And when you speak, you can use the pronunciation you've learned from listening. Listening also helps with reading. When you read, you're often encountering new words and phrases. But if you've heard those words before, it's much easier to understand their meaning and how they're used. Listening expands your vocabulary and helps you recognize words more easily when you're reading. And finally, listening can even help with writing. When you listen, you're exposed to different sentence structures, writing styles, and ways to express ideas. This can help you write more clearly, creatively, and effectively. So you see, listening is not just one skill. It's a powerful tool that connects all your other English skills. It's like a key that unlocks a world of fluency and confidence. The next segment, we'll talk about how listening can create an immersive learning experience and make your English journey even more exciting. 8. Immersive learning through listening. We've come a long way, talking about how listening helps with grammar, pronunciation, culture, and all your other English skills. Now, let's talk about how listening can create an immersive learning experience and make your English journey even more exciting. Imagine yourself at the movies. You're watching a thrilling action movie in English. You're not just listening to the dialogue, you're also experiencing the music, the sound effects, and the visual storytelling. It's an immersive experience that brings the English language to life. Listening to music is another great way to immerse yourself in English. Pay attention to the lyrics, the rhythm, and the melody. You can even try singing along. It's a fun and engaging way to learn new vocabulary and improve your pronunciation. Podcasts are also a fantastic resource for immersive learning. You can find podcasts on almost any topic imaginable, from news and current events to comedy and storytelling. Listening to podcasts allows you to hear natural, everyday English and learn about different perspectives and opinions. And don't forget about audiobooks. Listening to audiobooks is like having a personal storyteller read to you. You can relax and enjoy the story while improving your listening comprehension and vocabulary. So, open your ears to the world of English. Explore different types of listening materials: movies, music, podcasts, audiobooks, and more. Create a listening routine that you enjoy and make it a regular part of your day. Remember, learning English should be fun and engaging. By immersing yourself in the language through listening, you'll discover a whole new world of possibilities. I hope you enjoyed this journey through the power of listening. Remember to practice regularly, be patient with yourself, and most importantly, have fun. You've made it to the end. Great job. Remember, listening is your superpower for mastering English. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and enjoy the journey, because every word you hear brings you closer to fluency. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit subscribe and join our growing family here on Learn English with Stories 365. And don't forget to join our Facebook group, where English learners from around the globe come together to share tips, practice, and support each other. Let's keep learning and growing together. See you in the next video. Happy learning.